Hi folks, Pride Month is almost over and I'm just finishing up the video. How epic. Listen to me yap about how LGBT people are perceived and why I think it's wrong, while watching me draw pride stickers with my characters. They are called Klavye Ekibi, or keyboard team in English. I will introduce them properly in another video, but simply, they are the letters on a keyboard split up into 8 people. Friends living together. My babies. For how long again? 11 years? Oh shit. Anyways, my social media is filled with queer reels these days, and the opposition that comes with it is present. I just wanted to share why I think some of their arguments are wrong, instead of just talking to myself about them. I will talk about reasons people think LGBT is wrong, people not wanting LGBT people around because they are weird, misconception that being LGBT is a trend, and the idea that I'm LGBT too. We are turning people, especially children, LGBT. This will be more of a ramble type of video, very off of my head type of stuff. I won't do deep investigations into each little topic. I am not gonna get into the nuance of it all, and I'm probably gonna miss a lot of things, say something wrong during this process. So I apologize for any of my shortcomings. At the end of this video, I will ramble about my characters, explaining what led to their orientations or gender. At the end, it will be a fun little treat. It will be nice. First of all, LGBT is wrong. It doesn't lead to the normal family structure. It's a sin. It is harmful to children, animals, vulnerable people. Homosexuals are a risk to same-gender environment. Those are the reasons I listed from my observations. Again, no deep research is used. I wrote all of this script in a cafe. This is just my observations throughout the years. About the normal family structure part. Straight people don't marry, don't have children, can't physically or mentally do those, or just haven't found the right people for them. LGBT people can give birth from previous partners, sperm donors, or midwives. They can adopt or foster children. So worry about other type of stuff like economics or public safety first if you want people to have more children. About religion. Religion is a very personal thing. Yes, people follow certain rules and teachings, but every individual's interpretation of religion, with its big or small aspects of it, is varied. So this argument is not really applicable, actually. I mean, for me, I'm not religious anymore, but you can't apply this for every LGBT person because not everyone believes in your religion or your version of the religion. So even if you have they may be hiding the fact that they're not believing in that religion because of safety, to be honest. The misconception that it's harmful to vulnerable groups. About that, there are some horrible, heinous people out there with really wrongdoings everywhere. Let's think of nationality. 99% of Americans are fine. 99% of Turkish people are fine. We're not all homicidal people. Same logic. Most of the straights are good. Most of the LGBT is good. What's left are just bad apples in the batch that are people with horrendous actions. It's not just LGBT that are doing it. It's everyone. LGBT doesn't have a specific inclination to, especially children. I see the argument of pedophiles being LGBT, them being considered a group in LGBT spaces. They're not. They're just seen as pedophiles, groomers, and quite horrible people because, well, of course, going after children is horrible. Sexual orientation does not cover adults being attracted to children. That's not covered. We're just after people who consensually wants to date us Thank you. About that topic, the next part, same gender environments plus homosexuals equals like the homosexuals going after every girl or every guy or everyone. You know, imagine you are in a room full of men, or imagine you're in a room full of women, based on whatever your gender is. I'm speaking to straight cis people here. Or like you're in a street with a whole bunch of the opposite gender. Would you go after every single one of them? Do you do that in your everyday life? You can ask people out, you can date people, but you don't do it to every single one of them. You pick what you like and you go for them. That's exactly what happens with LGBT as well. Like, I don't go towards all the women in my life trying to date them all, because they're not my goals. So don't worry. Lesbians can control themselves in a group of women. Gays can control themselves in a group of men. Bisexuals, pansexuals, other orientations, they can control themselves in a group of people. Straight people can do too. Yes, there are some, again, bad actors in every group, but that doesn't mean the majority is like that. So next one, LGBT being weird and people not wanting to see us, same-sex couples kissing, trans people, or like trying to pass or not. If we're not that weird, it's just not really widespread. If heteroness wasn't common, then people would be like, oh, the two different genders are dating? How are they compatible? Like what do they even have in common? Being the same gender that you've born in is just kind of lazy. It's kind of primal. Like, don't these people reflect on themselves? That's crazy, right? Because it is. It is crazy. Like, of course, the people of different sex have common ground. They have things they like, and they appreciate each other. And cis people have reflected on themselves and their identity and ended up living the gender that corresponds to their sex. We have differences in our nature that we can't really change. Like, I can't just stop being attracted to both men and women. Like, in my mind, it's just gonna do that. Like, in your head, you're just gonna be attracted to women or something. We can't change that. We should focus on embracing these differences. We should appreciate all the variety. Think of it as ice cream flavors. If you don't like any flavor, you don't have to eat it. That doesn't mean that it shouldn't exist. Like, I don't know, you may not like mint chocolate because you don't like mint, but mint chocolate should exist because I like it. You can have your blackberry ice cream. I'm not a huge fan of it, but you can totally have that. Ice cream makers should have that option, right? If you don't like it, you are going to see it with your own eyes, but you don't have to interact with it. Thank you. Next topic. LGBT is a trend. If people were attracted to other genders, or people were other genders than men and women, it's either erased from history, not really dug deep into, or people just saw them as weird and this person is weird. They're trying to go for my wife. They know that I'm married. I think they're a woman. I'm not sure. She's probably a woman, right? And she's going for my wife? What the fuck, man? Like, going for someone who's married is weird. But yeah, it has existed for a long time. People want everyone to be LGBT, or do they? I'm here to say that if you don't feel any attraction to any other gender, then you're opposite, or like, if you're completely cis, you don't really want to transition into anything else, you don't feel like anything else, you're comfortable in your gender, in your orientation, what's expected of you in this society, please don't change it. Don't put yourself in this unfortunately disadvantageous situation. It shouldn't have been disadvantageous, but it is. Don't pretend that you are LGBT if you're not. You can be an ally. There is no rule that you should be something. If you really like something that this society has deemed inappropriate, then you can find your sport with us. If everything is cool and good with society and you, that's okay, but understand us and support us. About that topic, let's go into the children part of this. People are not making children LGBT. We are not trying to make non-trans kids trans. If they are cis, that's cool. If they are uncomfortable in their assigned gender at birth, then we are here to help with how to cope with that, how to express themselves in stuff that they may feel more comfortable in, and guide them through how transition goes if they want a surgical intervention. Okay, lightning round of my reasons for Klavye Ekibi to be queer. The funny part is QR, which looks a lot like queer, isn't. He isn't queer at all. As well as his best friend, his partner in crime, his partner in general, Tio. They're like, not day one ship, but like day 3-4 ship. They started off as best friends, ended up being lovers at 12. They didn't really, like, they were focused more on their own relationship, that they haven't really questioned it about themselves. Or at least QR didn't, really. But Tua did. She was like, admiring women isn't the same as liking women, I guess. So, they're just allies. And being ally is pretty cool. They're also aware of the crushes and secret things going on. Moving on to this guy, Opü. Now, in Klavye Ekibi's Turkey, LGBT rights are present, but they're quite new. There's a great acceptance, like most people accept it, but still there is some opposition to LGBT. Coming out is kind of complicated. It's like, I don't know, like having weird hair or something. Like most people would be fine with it. A lot of people would be like, and it's not like illegal to dye your hair. Similar thing. It's not illegal, but still, there's a lot of people that will side at you. Is his biggest issue society or fear of making his friendship awkward? He never found any girls attractive. You could argue he's aromantic or something, but nah, he's just holding out a massive crush on some guy. Next is Asedefe. Oh, look, it's his orientation matches his letter. How nice. Honestly, his was just a why not situation. Nothing specific. No specific lore for him to be asexual. He's just is. He had a girlfriend in middle school, though, who unfortunately moved and lost contact with him. So he is hetero-romantic, but asexual. Okay, GHK. Why is he holding the general flag? Is he just LGBT embodied? No, I just wanted him to hold the gay LGBT flag. And he made sense. He's gay. He has a similar crush to a certain someone. He has the same fear of losing friendship. How could you see me that way? I don't feel comfortable with you anymore. Yeah, bro is the doomer inside. Stupid people. Stupid gay people. Now you may be like, oh, this is so stereotypical. An edgy-looking person being non-binary and airways? Yeah, because they're just cool like that. Licious actually hasn't come to the conclusion that they're non-binary yet. She doesn't mind the she pronoun now, but will eventually move to realizing their own non-binariness more in the near future. The aero-aceness is decided through observation of their friends. They're also aware of the little crush situation, plus the married couple TM. They're not actually married, but they do feel like it. She observes all of that and like, no, it's not for me. I don't really feel it. That's cool. Now, XCVB is the person who would say, I don't care about anyone equally. And Numuch is the one who would say, I love everyone equally. XCVB will end up being with a woman and a man later in his life, while Numuch has dated girls and tried to date a guy before. Like, Numuch has passed by experience. XCVB will have future by experience. Yeah, those are my characters. I will talk about them in a later video. I will do a whole lore dump. I have a comic of them that I unfortunately did not continue. Maybe in the future, hopefully, mayhaps. The video is over. Finally. I've been recording for half an hour. Have a great Pride Month, everyone. I'm doing art right, by the way. My profile is a bit out of date, and I am drawing the current events card, the team card. I really hope I finish this video soon, because I need to get in on that. I need to focus on that. Hopefully see you in Art Fight on July 1st. Bye. Okay,